NewsELA, German authorities find huge trove of looted masterpieces, nonfiction and narrative nonfiction characteristics. Before beginning this assignment, please put your name, first and last, and your homeroom at the top of the paper. This assignment is worth a total of 35 points. The directions say, after reading German authorities find huge trove of looted masterpieces from NewsELA.com, answer the questions below. All short answer and extended response questions must be answered in complete sentences. The first question is, which type of nonfiction structure best describes the structure of this piece? Explain your reasoning. In the question, I have listed the types of nonfiction structure. These are chronological, spatial, comparison and contrast, cause and effect, or problem and solution. In order to find out what these nonfiction structures are, you'll need to use your interactive notebook and go to the nonfiction structure section. In that section, all of the types of nonfiction structure are listed with descriptions of what those structures are. Once you've decided whether or not this piece uses chronological, spatial, comparison and contrast, cause and effect, or problem and solution structure, you must explain your reasoning. 2. Which form of literary nonfiction best describes the form of this piece? Explain your reasoning. The 4 types of literary nonfiction are listed in the question, and they are article, essay, speech, and memoir. In order to find out more about these, you'll need to go to your interactive notebook and go to the Forms of Literary Nonfiction section. Next to each of the types of literary nonfiction, you will find a description. Once you've decided whether or not this piece is an article, an essay, a speech, or a memoir, explain your reasoning. 3. Which text type, analytical, expository, narrative, persuasive, or reflective, best describes this piece? Explain your reasoning. In order to find out the different types of text types and what it is that this question is asking you, you'll need to go into your interactive notebook and go to the types of nonfiction. There is a table that talks about the different types of nonfiction and the purposes of each of those types. On the back, question 4 says, construct one-sentence summaries of the excerpts below using the accompanying charts. You may omit a single section of the chart if it makes the sentence sound better, but do not leave out the subject or verb. Each box on the table is worth 2 points. The excerpt for this table is here. It reads, the elderly gentleman was carrying about $12,000 in cash aboard a train from Switzerland to Germany. The amount of money is just below the legal limit of how much you can bring into a European Union country. Though he did nothing illegal, the man appeared nervous when authorities questioned him as he crossed into Germany. The authorities felt that something was not quite right. Later, this led them to raid the apartment in Munich where the man lived as a shut-in. What they found was astonishing. Paintings by Pablo Picasso, Marc Chagall, Henri Matisse, and Paul Klee among 1,406 works of art crammed amid piles of canned food. Some or all of the art, estimated to be worth $1.3 billion or more, was thought to have been looted by the Nazis more than 70 years ago. That would make it one of the largest such troves recovered since World War II. So, the first thing that we're asking is who this excerpt is about. This excerpt is mostly about German authorities. What did they do? They found a huge trove of art that was looted by the Nazis more than 70 years ago. And why did they find it? They found it because a man crossing into Germany with $12,000 seemed nervous and alerted their suspicions. And if we go to the article, we know that this happened in 2012. In Munich. So now I have a sentence that reads, German authorities found a huge trove of art that was looted by the Nazis more than 70 years ago because a man crossing into Germany with $12,000 seemed nervous and alerted their suspicions in 2012 in Munich. The next one you'll have to do on your own. The excerpt for this particular table says, Focus said that Gurlitt sold off individual pieces when he needed money. In one instance, he was able to put a painting by German expressionist Max Beckmann up for sale at auction. Expressionism was an art style where painters would depict the world in ways that weren't realistic or were even distorted to show different ideas or moods. Heirs of the original owner got wind of the auction, claimed the painting as theirs, and reached a settlement with the auction house, which proceeded with the sale, Weber said. The work fetched nearly $1.2 million. This is the last question on this assignment, and once you finished it, you are ready to turn in this assignment and move on.